Instead of going to some fancy restaurant, he said, come to my office and let's start with the profit and loss.
There was no plans and idea how to do that.
Every time when we went on vacation, I was with my laptop because I needed to do different tasks. But at that moment, I didn't even realize that this is not okay.
But there is no way to implement and do by yourself.
I mean, for me, it's a big difference.
That was the game change. And in one day, that strategy became reality. Just start from the beginning. We are a couple. We represent RouteOne Group. It is a holding company from Chicago, Illinois. My name is Eduard, and I am CEO and co-founder of RouteOne Group.
My name is Anna. I'm the head of finance department at RouteOne Group. I'm with the company for about 6 years now.
To describe a little bit what is the main business of the RouteOne, a company is focused on developing a software online and offline that combine real assets with the technology, with the software, meaning the trucks, drivers, parking, incorporate with software and everything done for driver to have loads, to delivery loads, and to have a more efficient job. Right now, the technology offers us to be on a stage of semi-automation. I mean, the platform is set to be developed in a couple of years from now. And right now, we have a separate trucking company that works. We have a separate software that is developed, and it's incorporated, at least right now, two modules. One, it's a CRM, and another one, it is an app for the driver, which create that community, which in the future will be connected with the entire ecosystem. A beginning start in 2013, when I became a truck driver. I drive by myself for 3 years. In 2015, I decided to open my own trucking company, and that was a beginning. And from the trucking company, in 2018, I established a software company. And right now, these two different divisions are working and have a main strategy to combine in one single company in the future. I was driving truck by myself, and at some point, I stay in vacation for 3 months, just trying to do everything what a person dreaming to do, considering that I have unlimited money. And at some point I was tired of all of that. I jumped back on a truck and just driving that truck and thinking what is next. I say that I would like to be in a big game, to be at the table with the big guys and do something that I'm proud with and I can advertise. That is something done by myself. And I decided to open a company. Now with two options. Do what I did before, and my profession is land measurement and surveyor. And the second one, it's trucking, which I did only for the last 2 years at that point in United States. And from that both options, I choose to do trucking because it was more realistic and closer at that point to do than to set up a new way of doing land measurement and surveyor. I opened my own company in 2015, and from that point I start grow month by month, adding trucks. I understand that to create a big company, you don't need just to do it by yourself. It's better to do it with the partners. And this way I have also a beautiful community of partners. We are 7 of us, with myself 8 and with Anna 9. Anna is also in my business, and she is my partner in life. This is how we set up the holding that it calls today RouteOne, which serve for the drivers and have big dreams in the future.
I would say about my background. I'm coming from Moldova. I worked in Moldova in a banking system for about 5 years. Then when I came to the US, I won the green card lottery, so I came here with the green card. So when I came here, I was working in a trucking company in accounting department. And when I met Eduard, he proposed me to join his company. At that moment, I said no, because I was seeing myself in the company which I worked with, because I like the management and so on. After we became a couple, he asked me, you can do the profit and loss, because he had the renewal for the insurance. I said, of course I can do it. So in one Saturday, instead of going to some fancy restaurant where to go for a romantic dinner, he said, come to my office and let's start with the profit and loss. This was my first task in this company. And after that, after my first baby, I switched to his company, because it was a kind of situation when I just needed to jump in, even if my kid had only 2 months. And since then, I was working with him, supporting him, and I was contributing to the company to grow and to become bigger and bigger.
About day-by-day tasks before we joined Business Booster, we did many different roles. Beside our personal roles as a partners and mom and dad, we're supposed to do accounting, dispatch, working with partners, and do management and stuff, and different jobs that nobody want to do it in the office. You know, when you hire dispatcher or sales, they don't want to do cleaning, because they say, hey, you have to hire a cleaning lady. And you try to save on that cleaning lady because it's a week or a month, and you say, I can do it by myself. And this is what happened with us as well. Was not a clear vision how to organize on the shelves all the job that we have at that point. Was hard also because we have 2 kids, and at the same time we have to handle with the flow of the work that we have at the same time.
So from my point of view, before the Business Booster, it was a kind of crazy, because as Eduard mentioned, we did many other roles than we're supposed to do. But at that moment, I didn't even realize that this is not okay. I was thinking that this is the way it should be. So after that, I will tell you how it was after the program. But before that, it was like very crazy, but I didn't realize that. So before the program, I was doing different tasks related to the legal department, to the accounting, to the finance department. I was like his assistant, even I didn't realize that.
When we joined Business Booster, we used to have 300 team members. Right now, we have 500 team members, and we grow double. I don't think Business Booster, it is a way of growing your company during you implement all the tools that you learn at Booster. I think your real outcome comes after you establish all the function that you learn at Booster. And in our case, we grow double.
If speaking about my role, specifically about accounting and finance department, Business Booster helped me somehow to understand what my role should be. And as Eduard mentioned, after you finish the program, you actually see the outcome and the result. Because only in 2025, a year after we finished the program, I took my role, which I should have. My advice is to be patient and take all the modules and all the program, and after that you'll see the real outcome, because every company has different targets and goals. The real outcome you will see in a long run, but it will come for sure, I can assure you.
About operation and exit from the operation, Business Booster is teaching you everything that they know about the business and about the system, but at the end it's your choice as a company and as an owner to do your decision, how you see your business, how you see yourself. And in my case, I have a CEO position beside a founder. I see myself every day in business and in operation. just the tasks and functions of that operation, it's a bit different. I'm focused right now more on research and development, more on strategy, more on control, security, updates, insights. I study my clients, I study my team members. I try to improve rather than do very basic tasks like dispatching the trucks, but I still consider myself as a team member together with the team, working in the team in the operation, and I don't plan to exit from that operation soon. It is a choice of everyone that would like to delegate and what means that delegation, because in my case I do not fully leave the company and stay somewhere in Miami and calling one in 3 months to my company members and asking how they are. I like to be in the business, to control the business, to understand the business, and to grow together with the business.
When we started the program, I was a little bit skeptic because I didn't understood from the beginning the mission of the program and the vision and the implementation process. And because Eduard was more involved in the program than me and his partners as well. But what I want to say, because they switched and they changed our life, not totally, but a big part of it, because now I don't do my task as I did it before. I spend my time more in meeting new people, because, for an example, before the program, when we had some loans to take, I didn't have enough time to analyze and to negotiate the terms and the price for those loans. I just was closing them like one by one. Now I have more time because I delegated my tasks to other people, and now I can negotiate, I can meet the right bankers, the right CPAs, and in return, actually we save money, because I didn't want, back then, I didn't want to add more people because this will increase our expenses. But now I realize that actually it's like a win-win. You have more time to grow and to develop yourself, and at the same time you save money, because meeting the right people, they give you the good offers and you just go for it. And on top of that, I don't remember, it was Irina or someone from the team, from the program, he convinced him to take a nanny. I didn't want to, because I said, no, I don't want my kids to go with someone else. I want to handle everything. And now I realize that it was the right decision. So even if during the program they are offering you some choices, at the beginning it might sound crazy, but at the end you understand that it was the right proposal. So just go for it and try it.
Regarding the hours that we still spend in the business, I will say the same, maybe more, but it's not about I have to, it's about my passion to do that. At RouteOne, in our company, I'm working with many friends and people closer to me, and I feel like in the family I would like to go to my office and spend more time. This is how the job is set up in my case.
In my case, it's a little bit different, because now I work less hours, because before that I was working sometimes Saturdays, I was working long hours, even if I had little kids. And now I work less hours and I have more time for me. But I want to say something, because before the program we didn't have time to spend together. Now we are going to tennis, we start dancing. So I mean, yeah, he chooses to go to the office when he wants to, but at the same time, we can spend time together if we decide to do so. So, yeah, for me, it's less hours and more efficiently.
When the decision to join the Business Booster program came in my mind was at that point when I didn't grow as a company anymore, but the team requested from me to lead them forward. And I understand that beside my personal goals, the team also need some goals and a strategy, and their goals and strategy usually is to grow. And I realized that I have to move forward, but there was no plans and idea how to do that. And this is how I find Business Booster, make an interview with them, and I realized that they can teach me how to organize everything and scale forward the business. I didn't been in any corporation before I start my own business, and with no any example what I can follow, how to build a company, how to build a corporation, how to structure a company. Joining the Business Booster program helped me to learn all of that. Before the program, most of the jobs that people in my company was doing was very chaotical organized, was not clear, and most of the stuff was not done by the proper people. And also many of the jobs was not in the company. I mean, the function was not done by someone. For example, we did not have HR at all. At that point, we did not have quality control. We don't know how to organize sales department, marketing department, everything. And for us was a huge difference when we start learning about that and start understanding how to do that.
When they joined the program, Natalia and the team convinced them that they have to do this, and they started step by step. As Eduard mentioned, they established the HR department, marketing department, sales department. I mean, a lot of very important departments which a company cannot grow without them. And having that helped them to go and to grow. But also they have, because they have partners, they have different issues and disagreements with the partners. And in the program, all those discussions and meetings help them to realize and to understand and to define the roles of each partner. So now I think it's more clear. Everyone is in his place, and we don't have those disagreements. We don't spend time arguing with different subjects. So many problems were solved. Yeah. So speaking about the team. I had some changes, because before that, as I said, I was doing different tasks. But now, because we delegated and we structured our department by team members, team leaders, managers, and so on, now for me and for everyone, it's more clear what everyone has to do, and it's more structured and organized. I mean, for me, it's a big difference and a big change.
On a level of stress that we used to have when we do business without an organization and without control, at that point was more time spending in a business. Basically, nothing is documented. Was stressful period, including that period when we have two small kids and we have to handle with the business and kids. Yeah, easier to control, more transparent for you as an owner. We separate a lot of functions. All of the people are taking care only the stuff they should do it, and that way it's easier to organize, easier to coordinate, even spend the same time, even it's also a lot of job to do, because we try to develop something, to grow every time, to test something.
For me, it was really stressful before starting the program, because as I said, I had different tasks, many tasks. I was jumping from the legal side to the financing side to the accounting side and so on. So I think the most relevant, it will be a picture of how I was looking before the program and after the program, because now I have time for myself and I'm more relaxed, I would say. Yeah, so it's a big change.
I would say numbers all the time are more effective, more memorable, and the implementation of metrics, statistics, KPI, dashboard of the metrics, and that was the game change. When we take all the job and we convert in numbers and we see real comparison, what was month ago, what was on this month, what we project to do it on next month, that help us to kind of like open the eyes and see what's going on.
Also from the tools which we implemented, I would say that Tonus was also helpful because it helped us to create a structure of our organization. And when they were implementing Tonus, they at that point, you're starting to create the roles, to write the job descriptions, all the tasks that a specific person needs to do. So yeah, Tonus was one of them. For me, in finance and accounting, I had a person which I was working with very close because we have many divisions, not only tracking, we have also software and so on. So we worked together we were discussing every business, we were analyzing together. I was sharing the chart of accounts of that business. And we were creating together a report for the owners, for the CEO, to present them, because the chart of accounts which we had, we somehow readjusted to be more clear for the owners. And in those reports, we were including the P&Ls, the balance sheet, the receivables, the distributions. So we had for every division like one clear picture, very simple to read it. So it was a game changer because as I said, we have many divisions, and opening one of these, it's very clear every division how it progressed and what are the results for every one of them.
When we start implementing the tools, especially the metrics, together with the team, we clearly understand what is the today situation, and the numbers didn't lie you. And impression was a little bit different than the reality. When we took that numbers, we start working with them and start planning based on numbers and facts rather than on impression. It was a game changer for us, and we realized that we have to do it from that point forward. And from that point to today, we're working only with the numbers and focus on metrics, collect them weekly and monthly, and try to all the time work on how we collect that data to make them correct as possible.
Yeah, so for me, what was like, it gave me the opportunity to think from a different angle at our company, at my team, about accounting and finance. Because when they started, actually the CEO and his assistant to work on in Tonus on the organizational structure, and it came our part, I needed to think about each person, what they are doing, and I needed even my role somehow to rethink. And for me it was a bit hard because, as I said, I had different tasks and I didn't want to delegate some of them. And he was saying, no, you have to. I was saying, no, but who's gonna do this better than me? And he was saying, no, you have to. And we even created like new roles residing from all my tasks because it was like a mess. I was doing different stuff and I couldn't focus on my mission. I would like to add one more thing. Also, when we were in the program, they told us to implement the weekly plan. So every employee needs to write what he is doing in that day. All the tasks with some notes and comments. Actually, for me, this was a game changer because I had a couple team members. I was thinking that they are so busy, they don't have enough time to take more tasks. But when I was analyzing those weekly plans, I understood that actually we have to do some changes. And I realized that they have time. I just need to do some changes. So yeah, weekly plan also was a game changer for myself, for my team.
When you start the program, at the beginning you start learning and increase your knowledge and understanding. But there is no way to implement and do by yourself because there are many stuff that you have to understand deeper and realize how important is that. Otherwise, beside your team members that sabotage the implementation, yourself did not believe in that, and you need a person that help. In our case, we worked with Irina. She helped us day by day and detail by detail to implement all the program. We brainstorm. She teach us what to do, how to do. Even sometimes was a situation when we have to sell the idea in the right way because most of the stuff was new for the team, for the company, for myself, and was something that not everyone is open to do it. At the same time, everyone is busy, everyone take care of something, and that changes an organization. Need someone from the side that came to the team and explain in some situation. With meetings where a coach from Business Booster join our team and together discuss related to what we have to do and why we have to do that.
In my case, I worked closer to Lada, so we had different meetings, different sessions, and we worked one-on-one when we were discussing about every division and so on. For me, it was surprisingly because she, even if all divisions are from the same industry, from logistics, we have software, we have dealership, we have e-commerce. But she was so professional that she was understanding very quickly our division, the chart of accounts, the specific, what we want to see, what is important. And for me, it was very helpful because she was telling me some ideas and some points from a different perspective, because I was building the chart of accounts with a CPA and he was more based on theory and so on. But Lada, she was very practical. I received many insights from her and I changed some reports, and yeah, it was very helpful and it was very easy to work with her. She was very flexible and I like that, because even at that time I had a very busy schedule and she was very flexible. Sometimes we worked after the working hours, and I really appreciate that. She was very open to even to take it longer than we were scheduled.
Before I started the program, I jump every month on a different departments, spend time there, do the audit, and try to teach the team what to do, how to do, try to implement different changes. And I did not realize that every person need manager. All the departments have to be managed by a person. I learned that only when I start Business Booster. Right now, all the directions have their own business developer. I call in my company a business developer. I establish a management company with the separate team which managed all these directions, help them with some functions. Some of the functions are done by business unit separate, some of them by management company. Everything is set by the org structure that we learn at Business Booster. We have 7 directions in each business unit, and we have 7 divisions at management company as well.
So now, after we finish the program, and I was mentioning that after almost a year, we were seeing the results and the big growth. What I wanted to say that when we started and when I understood how many changes we need to make, I was a little bit frustrating. I wanted to back off because I was thinking, even I didn't calculate for the budget. I was thinking, oh my God, this is gonna like spend all our profit because we need to create new jobs, new roles in the company. But at the end, I understood that now everything is functioning very good because we have HR, we have marketing, we have sales. We don't need to jump from one department to another. Now I can live without any concerns because I am sure that HR will take care about their part, sales about their part. Everything it's working properly, and we found about many stuff which we didn't know about, even from the legal side, from different policies and SOPs. So now our company, it's more structured. Our employees, I guess, they are happier than before because the CEO is more relaxed and he can spend time with them and do some networking and brainstorming. So yeah, it's worth it.
Before the program, I was take time to decide if I want to join the program or not. But if I will be right now to choose to do or not the program, I will definitely do. This is something that someone come in your business to fix your problem, to grow your business and your revenue. And you have to think about it, to do it or not. It's your choice, but definitely in my case was probably the same. I was take time to decide if to do it or not. It was a mess in my ahead and a lot of information missing about the business and about the structure and how to do the business, how to control, how to manage the business. Even the names, I never use in my company name, CEO, manager, or HR director. Right now, everyone has a job description, everyone has a job binder, everyone receives training when they are hired, and many details was fixed.
Actually, in 2025, after 5 years in this company, I had the first vacation without my laptop. This was a big achievement because every time when we went on vacation, I was with my laptop because I needed to do different tasks. But now, because I delegated, I have a team. They are taking care of the tasks, and I can enjoy with my family and make some new plans for the future. But for me, honestly, as his wife, I'm very happy and peaceful that he now have time to think quietly about the plans and about the partners. Because for me, honestly, it was a concern because I was thinking that they are gonna fight one day. This company will just disappear. They'll destroy the company. But now I'm like peacefully and happy that everyone is on his own place and the company is just became stronger and is growing.
I discussed with many guys that are joining this meeting tonight, and most of them are challenging of how to delegate, how to make customers and partners, vendors to don't call them, and they say, hey, even I asked them to call the manager, they anyway called me, and how you, Eduard, change all of this in order to be focused more on what you want to do it and all the stuff that you did before to be delegated. I will say, and I will encourage them that it's possible, it takes time, but you will learn in time. This is why it took me 2 years to work on that, to teach myself and to teach the team, because it's not enough only for you to understand what you should do, it's also to change, to teach the team to do it. And it's a process not only to understanding, it's a process of changing yourself, your life. It's about hiring people, it's about restructure the company, it takes time. You can build a company and you can manage a company with structure or without structure. You can manage by yourself doing 3-4 roles, or you can have everything set up. It's a choice of every owner. But it's easier to manage a company and to build and to lead a company when you have everything organized, when you have people that are right established in your company and you can control, communicate and manage with the team in order to gain success.
We didn't travel much because we didn't have time. As I said, in vacation we were working, both of us. But now, if just taking last year, how many vacations did you had? Spain, Dubai, I mean...
At least 10.
Yeah, we just don't need to now to worry what is gonna happen if I'm not gonna be there. No, the team is there, they are working, you can go somewhere else, just open your laptop, check the numbers, check the email, and everything is fine. And also what I want to add, it's better to join the program when you are not too big, because you will have everything structured and prepared for the growth, because later it's gonna be more difficult. And also what I want to point is that don't be afraid when you start that you have to learn and to allocate many hours to study, because this is the process. You cannot change something when you don't understand what is gonna happen. Because as Eduard mentioned, you have to communicate to your team about those changes. And you need to come with the arguments, to explanations. So just dedicate this time and be involved, and for sure you'll see the results.
If I will choose to implement the program and at what stage of the company I will do it, I will choose to do it from the beginning when I am by myself in the company. Why? Because when you set a routine for your team, members and you change their routine, you have to deal with them why you should do that and why they should change that. And it's a big change. Sometimes you come to disagreement with that people and they leave the company, or you have to fire them in order to build that structure. I will choose it to be by myself, to learn how to do it and then to build it from the scratch, rather than teach someone that already do something and change them. We are still working on organize everything. We open a new position, new business unit. Last year we closed another business unit based on the numbers, and I will say that next big step in development, which is related definitely to grow, will be merge and acquisitions. This is one of the part that I am looking right now to develop. But we still keep that strategy in order to build the platform which combine the software and the assets, the real assets. And the IT team is working hard on building the software, and in one day that strategy become reality.
I want to be optimistic, so I truly believe in the software which they are building now. I hope in about 5, maybe 10 years, we will be a leader on the market because it's a really great tool. We just need enough funds to promote. So yeah, I'm pointing and I'm aspiring for the leader of the market in the tracking industry, why not?
What I would recommend to people that are struggling right now in business, first to set their goal, what they should achieve, what they want to achieve, what is that point B where they would like to arrive. Second is to start learn more about business and about how to do business and how to scale the business. There are many tools, especially in the United States, that you can use it in order to become better version of your company next year. If you a company that have a mess, your departments doesn't coordinate. If you do many roles in a company, if you didn't establish divisions in your company, definitely apply to be part of Business Booster, join the program and implement all the tools that Business Booster offer.
For the companies or the business owners which are struggling, I would suggest to identify the bottlenecks and try to eliminate them or to change something. And I would advise to not postpone, just to act, because if you have a bottleneck or a problem and you don't take actions, this is gonna be like a snowball. So just start doing. And if you are overwhelmed, just ask for help for professionals. And I think this is just gonna be the easiest way to solve your problem if you want to keep your business and to grow.